Hi, folks, and welcome to another Saturday morning Samoflange.
Is it Santa?
Is it Santa? Is he coming?
Is it the Santa Claus?
Is it?
No, it's just change in my pocket, little girl.
Stupid girl.
Jingle bells.
Santa doesn't exist either. Oh.
Hi,
well,
folks.
maybe we crossed over too far.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Santa's not existing. So,
hi, folks. I'm Benjamin.
And I'm Matt.
Nice to see you.
We
welcome back to another Saturday morning Christmas edition.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Christmas episodes over the years, but I don't think we've done songs.
I don't think we've
which is kind of weird.
Christmas songs.
And we don't do music that much, and that's my fault. I like music. I just don't think about it as topics that much.
Music.
This is going to be bah humbug.
I'm not looking forward to this episode.
All right, so top 5 Christmas songs.
Yes.
So, do you listen to Christmas
Some of
music?
our listeners are saying right off the bat, really? Is there such a thing? Is this a joke episode? Because I loathe Christmas music. I'm not saying that. There are some Christmas songs I enjoy. I have a top 5.
I have a top 5 too. Now, I got to ask a question, because I always got to ask a question.
Go on.
Do you think there'll be any crossover? There's so many Christmas songs here. I just don't see it. I'm going to be honest. I don't see it, and I need to give you fair warning. I just don't see you getting any of these, because these are ones that I love listening to.
So you're calling 0.
And I wouldn't say that. I'm gonna call 0. I just know it's 0, and I don't think you should. I don't think we should go, because I don't think you'll get any of these.
We don't even need to try.
I don't think we need to say for crossover. I mean, because there's so many songs, but
I mean, it's true. But you have very eclectic taste.
Yeah,
in everything.
Like, if all these, one could be classified as a classic.
Really?
Out of all of them.
Okay. Well, all 4 of mine are basically classics, because I wasn't that kidding that much when I said I'm not looking forward to this episode.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what. We'll let you go first.
No.
Oh no, me go first. Okay.
I don't want to hear.
I'll go first. All right.
Talk about it first.
These are 4 of these. Let me see. Hold on. 4 of these. No. 3 of these I know most people haven't heard of. 2 of them one of them you probably know, and one of them you definitely know.
So you think somebody out there has one crossover with you?
I know one of my buddies at work, because he's the one that told me about this one.
Really?
He's the one that told me about this one.
I'm excited to hear
It's not
about
only one of my favorite songs to listen to at Christmas time, but my kids love it too. Everyone loves it.
Wow.
It is Dominique the Donkey.
Tell me more about
the Italian Christmas donkey.
Oh my goodness!
Jiggity,
wonder
jiggity jig, hee haw, it's Dominique the Donkey. It's great.
No wonder you were excited.
Jiggity jig, hee haw. The Italian Christmas donkey, la la la. It is.
How very Italian.
I'll be honest. This jingle will never leave your kids' brains, and
nor yours.
But I laugh every time, and I love it. But my buddy. One of my coworkers told me basically, you gotta listen to this song for Christmas. It's just zany out there. I love it. One of my and my kids love it.
Well, you found out about the Italian donkey.
His name is Matt, and he told me about 2 years ago.
Wow.
I want to say. So it's just recent for me for the past 2 years. Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, my gosh. It's a hee-haw and donkey. And, of course, they have tons of YouTube videos on this, because it's public domain.
Yeah, that's terrific.
But, yeah.
So is there an Italian Christmas donkey legend?
I don't know, but I just love the idea.
Because, my sister married a German this year, and he talks about how Krampus is more popular in the States than he is in Germany. Like, he's from Berlin, and he's like, what do you mean Krampus? No one does. No, it's Santa Claus.
Yeah. Well, the story is that Santa has issues trying to get all the kids into the mountains. And the reindeer don't navigate through mountains very well, so he has to use Dominique the donkey.
Dominique the donkey comes to
carry
him. Oh, my word. So it's a better
when
version.
Santa visits his paisans.
Oh.
Yeah. To Dominic they'll be.
Oh, my gosh. That's terrific. I'm going to be...
Because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey! Okay. All right.
Oh gosh, I remember the first time I heard anybody actually speaking Italian, like a real Italian person speaking Italian, and I was so delighted to hear that they actually have that cadence and rhythm. They actually go up and down and like that, and it's just such a stereotype, but it really is a way to talk.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so fun.
It's great.
I need to go to Italy someday. You've never been to Italy, have you?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, great.
Get them tickets.
See you next Saturday. So mine are very blasé. So similarly,
So go with blasé.
No, similarly to our Thanksgiving episode, to recall back to
Is it my turn to be interesting?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Mine are just
All right, go
like,
ahead.
okay, here's my crappy answer.
Fire off.
And then, so honestly, my number 5 is White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Because
okay.
dude's amazing, no doubt.
Yeah.
Gifted with one of the most incredible voices, natural, effortless, and like I'm sure he worked very hard to get the voice that he has. But one of the reason I put it on here is because as a full grown adult in my probably 30s, I suppose I had never seen the movie White Christmas with Bing Crosby in it. Have you seen this movie? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's a classic Christmas movie, but I had never watched it. Girlfriend I was dating at the time just forced me to sit down, like, we're not going to be together.
Yeah, unless you watch
this
this
kind of thing,
movie.
right? And sit down. I actually really enjoyed it, and that doesn't always happen. You know, especially when I'm forced into something. It's kind of like a human nature. It's like, I'm not fine. I'll watch it, but I'm going to hate it. And that's the attitude I went into with. No, I was actually pleasantly surprised. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies now, I'd say. And
That's good.
Yeah, and so like honestly, that joyful memory of sitting and watching that movie with her and how that turned out. Truly, that's probably the reason it's my number 5. Also, dude's just effortless. You know, it's perfect.
It's beautiful. I'm a big Perry Como fan for his Christmas stuff. I think it's beautiful.
I love those easy, melodic.
And I have those on record too, because I think they're just so wonderful.
Heck yeah. So yeah, simple answer, White Christmas, Bing Crosby, nothing to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great movie too. If you've never seen it, it's worth taking the time. It's a joyful little Christmas movie if you've never watched it.
There you go. My favorite comes from Bozo the Clown Show. Every Christmas they'd play this one.
Bozo the Clown.
Bozo the
I
Clown.
hadn't thought about and so
The Bozo
long.
Show.
Wow.
And every Christmas they would play the same stop animation cartoon.
Okay.
And the song was, and it's available on Amazon. If you have your Echo, I'm not going to say the name.
Don't say
turn
it.
everyone's Echo on, but if you have it, it's called Hard Rock Coco and Joe.
Hard
it's
Rock,
about
Coco
and Joe. And Hard Rock's the driver right there by the sleigh. Coco reads maps and shows him the way. Though Santa really has no need for Joe, he takes him because he loves him so.
I would like to let the Saturday morning Samoflange audience know that Matt just delivered all of that to me, looking me dead in the face.
That's right.
From full memorization. Did not read that.
Love it.
From a
Love
screen.
It. Yeah, love it. So those are the reason the 3 elves are with him on Christmas night. They all help Santa.
He's looking in my eyes again every letter.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. I won't do eye contact. But Hard Rock Coco and Joe sends me back to my childhood.
When someone quotes Bozo the Clown to you, looking you dead in the eyes, it's just a little creepy and weird, and I can't explain it. It just is. Like I don't usually get uncomfortable when we talk about things, you know. And we're sitting here at this very small table recording this podcast. I'm just kidding. It's
great. It's great stuff.
I just think it's great. These lyrics I probably have heard them actually because I did watch a lot of Bozo when I was a little kid.
If you watch the stop motion cartoon,
And
it may strike a
bell that rings.
Wait a minute, dude. Kind of remember this.
But you, on the other hand, full
it's
memorized.
a big one.
So this wasn't every year.
We would sing that song around the house as kids
all year,
because they played on the Bozo Show constantly during Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So we just loved the little stop motion cartoon, and we sang it all the time. And then a few years later, I said, "What was the name of that song?" And I found it on Amazon. I was like, "Great!" And I've been listening to it ever since. So yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So like, what was the name of that?
Hard Rock Coco and Joe.
Hard Rock Coco and Joe. Wow.
Yeah. Random ones here, but go ahead.
Simple answer: Dean Martin, Silver Bells. It's just unfair.
It's good.
The dude is
good.
He's smooth.
You're picking some classics.
He is smooth as glass.
Yes, he is.
Cool as cucumber soup. Oh. That's what. That's what.
Cucumber soup.
Exactly. Cool as cucumber soup. That's what. What's Geordie LaForge's name? Real actor.
LeVar Burton. LeVar, yeah.
He first time I think he ever met Patrick Stewart. He did his audition or something like that, and then he came over to him and he says, just no preamble, just told Patrick Stewart right to his face, cool as cucumber soup. And he's like, what? So that's what you were in that audition right then. Cool as cucumber soup. Just nailed it, crushed it, whatever. I think I got that story right. But that was, last week when we were talking about Patrick Stewart's autobiography, and here we are again. But I've stolen cool as cucumber soup.
It's great.
Into my everyday vernacular. Good. But that's Dean Martin. I don't know how, there aren't any vocalists today or even in recent memory that I can think of that are such smooth male voices.
No, not like that.
Male voice on the radio, I don't know, Justin Bieber or K-pop songs or something like that, whatever's going on. It's just, there's nothing like those guys. That's why I think I like these songs. That's why they're in my, every time I hear it, it just piques something because it's so not just reminiscent of another time and another era, because it is, but it's part of its childhood, growing up with it, having the big bulbous Christmas lights on the tree that could have easily set the house on fire, the very unsafe Christmas decorations, the icicle shards that could have stabbed any child in the eye.
Hello,
things like that. And so those memories, of course, are intertwined with this music that plays every year, but has always played every year of my life at Christmas. But it's just, I cannot think of anything else that even sounds somewhat similar to Bing Crosby, Dean Martin, and all these classic male vocalists, especially.
Classic.
Like there are a lot of women on the radio that are, and now that you hear sing amazing voices. You think about great singers, Mariah Carey or Celine Dion or somebody that off the charts. Nobody can do that. I can't think of a single male artist that you think, wow, just that's the most amazing thing I've ever heard. Can you?
No.
But every time I listen to Bing Crosby sing or Dean Martin
very
sing
unique.
or
You can tell
Perry Como sing, it's just like, wow. It's
crooners.
Just unparalleled to anything.
Speaking of classic crooners.
Oh, is this?
My number 3 should be familiar to a few people.
Okay. Our potential crossover.
I don't know if it's a potential crossover, but my crooner is Krispy Kreme, the rapper with K's.
Yeah!
And it's called Christmas. Have you heard the song?
Yes, of course. I love this song. I have a whole thing memorized. No, I've never heard this song.
Yes,
what are you talking about?
Oh, you never heard of the song?
No!
Oh, once you listen to
Krispy Kreme, the rapper with K's?
Yes. Oh, now if you look on Echo, it's called, he had to change the name to Froggy Fresh. Because Krispy Kreme didn't want him using his name.
I mean, naturally.
So it's Froggy Fresh now. So they've edited it to say Froggy Fresh when he says his name in the video. Okay. You need to watch the music video.
Oh, my word.
It's
it
the
just
best.
Keeps getting better.
This guy, Krispy Kreme, there's 2. He's written a lot of funny songs.
Have we ever done an episode about top 5 music videos?
Yes, a long time ago.
Okay.
But yes. But let me get back to...
Was this in the running?
No, this wasn't. But he's done a lot of songs. My 2 favorite are Dunked On, which is something I listen to. Dunked On. It's a basketball one, but so hilarious.
Okay.
And then he's a comedian rapper. That's what he is.
Oh, okay.
And so it's a comedian rap about Christmas, and all he wants is John Cena merchandise.
Oh boy.
But it's hilarious.
Oh boy.
It is hilarious. I know it by heart. You
know him by heart.
I know the song by heart, of course. But for Christmas, my brother and I listen to it all the time. So his first thing on my list, go figure, is a brand new John Cena action figure.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So
speak some more of it to us so that you don't get YouTube pinched.
Second thing on my list, guess what, is a really cute girl with a really cute butt. But I mean, it's just great. But anyway, I gave my brother a John Cena action figure.
No, you didn't.
And
ladies and gentlemen, please put in the comments if you know this song and you want to rap it with Matt. We will auction it off.
I think a lot of people know
special
this,
Christmas gift to your Saturday morning Samoflange listeners.
So
we'll give you a live broadcast to rap your part with Matt Wilkins.
So there's
Krispy Kreme / Froggy Fresh.
Froggy Fresh. All right, so what's your next crooner? Since you're on the crooner thing there,
I am on the crooners, and
I'm loving it though.
One of the best, to me, the only Christmas repeated watch show. They always play a lot of the same stuff at Christmas at the holiday. A lot of people watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
The only one that I really enjoy to watch every year is the Rudolph stop motion animation.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one that
didn't know you
never
were such a
really,
big
it
fan.
never gets old to me because especially now as an adult and all the acting I've done and then knowing a little bit more about how movies are made,
Yeah.
watching that stop motion happen, and I constantly think to myself, like, wow, like what was happening that day when they were trying to get this filmed just right, and to how much time went into making all that happen and everything. So, but my favorite part has always been the Burl Ives singing Rudolph the Reindeer. I don't like that song unless Burl Ives is singing it.
Yeah, no.
I don't like any of the stuff a lot of those songs don't matter.
It does depend on who's singing.
The vocalist is what
correct
makes
on
all
that.
the difference. And so
Yeah.
Burl Ives' Snowman version of all the stuff in Rudolph is my number 3 because linked closely
Lock
to
it
the
in.
childhood, of course, but also so smooth as glass,
in.
smooth, cool as cucumber soup.
There you go.
And I just love the Bumble. And when he says the Bumble, and he just shakes and freaks out. I say that several times a year.
Wow.
It's the Bumble or something.
It's the Bumble.
I find a way to say that
Nice.
in everyday conversation.
Awesome.
I'm surprised you don't know this about me.
No. Love it, though. Number 2 for me
Do it.
is from my favorite band, one of my favorite bands, Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory.
Yeah, kind of a punk rock band
all right.
who have mellow songs. This is one of their mellow songs.
Go on.
It's unplugged, and you've got to listen to it this Christmas season. It's called Nothing for Christmas.
Nothing for Christmas.
And I love it because they don't need gifts, they don't need presents, they just need you, they just want you,
sweet. Sticking true to the spirit of the holiday.
So I'm just gonna, I don't need I can't
can't
the
do
you
it
rest of
now.
them I can't
No.
say. Hold on to your arms for long. December is gone. I can't remember, but the
Doing
fog
that
on
thing
your
like-
window seems your
Like
voice at all.
Cartman
Yeah.
trying to listen to I'm sailing away
Yeah.
and having to do the whole song in your head.
Yeah. That's great. But I'm trying to think of the chorus though. But it's just a really because my wife wasn't. She's like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, it's a good
What is
song."
this?
Well, now it's one of her favorite songs
What?
too,
grown
because
on
it's
her.
just a really nice song. It's just this really sweet song, because he's got you for Christmas and he doesn't need anything else. And it's not sappy. It's just it's a guitar solo thing. And it's, he doesn't need this. He doesn't need that.
I suppose I'm going to
it's
have
just
to
a
listen to the
happy
song because when you put it
Yeah.
that way, it sounds like every Hallmark movie ever made.
thing. It does sound cheesy, but it's just really a nice. Yeah. Okay. Do you know More Than Words? More Than Words. It's all okay.
Yes.
That's kind of. It's a guitar, but it's got a nice beat.
Yeah.
It's got a nice flow.
Sure.
That's what Nothing for Christmas.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
like. It's got a
Okay.
nice flow to it.
So,
But yeah,
easy
that's.
to listen to in the grocery store kind of thing.
Oh yeah, hold on. Not just a grocery store, but a. This is something you would hear at what
In
what
an
type?
elevator?
Hold on, I can give you what type of store you would
What
hear it
type of
at. Hold
store?
on,
Okay.
you would hear it at H. Michael's or something. Okay, something like that. Something a little,
Something
little,
very on
little
the nose.
stuck up.
Yeah.
Not too a little chic,
Okay.
so to speak. That's where you're gonna catch
You're
this
like-
one.
You're like, what's the name of the song again?
Nothing for Christmas.
You're like, oh, this is a classy place. They got nothing for Christmas on the,
They got nothing for Christmas.
on the
playing.
music.
They got some critters and then they got nothing for Christmas. You ain't gonna see this at no Family Dollar, folks. No Walmart's playing
All right,
this.
this is a fancy joint we're in. I don't know if we can afford this place, Elvira. Let's get out of here. Like, they're going to take us for lunch. Yes, so that's a great pick. I like stuff.
Christmas is coming, so don't
Does
tell
that
me nothing. I
story-
got what I wanted. I got what I needed.
When did that
It's
song
you.
come out? Is that a youth?
It's
Is that a
you,
fairly
it's
new
you.
Christmas song?
No, it's older, but they've done another one called December's Here, which is wonderful too.
Really?
Because they talk about all the cliche things that people do, all the
okay.
traditions
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna watch Home Alone about 1,000
There
times.
you go.
I know it so much I can recite the lines.
Of course.
But then they change the movie every course. I'm gonna watch Die Hard about it, or whatever movie is
yeah,
set next.
whatever Christmas
I'm
classic
gonna watch
movie
Christmas
comes out.
Vacation about 1,000. Whatever it is. So, but that's a fun one, and I like that one too.
That's
But
pretty cool.
but nothing for Christmas is no. What did I say? Yeah, Nothing for Christmas is the best one. All right, so number 2 for you.
I'm glad that you actually had. I'm glad I had a comedic Christmas song on here, then it wasn't all just classics, because
Yeah,
yours seem to have a theme here.
the only thing I have is a classic.
You have
number one.
you have a motif going with
Yeah.
all of these silly
I
rap
do.
songs, Krispy Kreme.
But
songs.
honestly, these are the ones I listen to all the time. I mean, I love these.
I mean, makes
these
sense.
are my favorites.
This is the look.
I love the classics too. I should point that out. I listen to the classics.
Honorable
I
mention
listen
to all the
everything.
classics.
Yes, honorable mention to all the classics.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
obviously.
But look, this is your Christmas. You're a grown adult. You can listen to whatever music you want.
That's right.
Cheers to America. That's
There you
all
go.
I'm saying. Merry Christmas. So my number 2, to come into your comedy motif, is Santa Claus is Watching You by Ray Stevens. Do you remember Ray
okay.
Stevens with the Mississippi Squirrel Revival?
Okay, yeah.
So the Mississippi Squirrel Revival, I can quote all of from start to finish. You know, well, when I was a kid, I'd take a trip every summer down the Mississippi, and we can go through that whole thing. And it's probably his most famous song is the Mississippi Squirrel Revival. But he did a Christmas album in the heyday of the Ray Stevens VHS tapes extravaganza, Gonzales Bonanza, whatever. And one of them was a Christmas album, and it's Santa Claus is watching you, and it's said with a very specific type of drawl. But the speaking of music videos, like that is the music video to end them all for me as far as that goes, because it's just a ridiculous reindeer and he's trying to get down the chimney, and the elves are like, all kinds of things are happening, and it's terrible, but it's comedy. It's straight up silly, dumb
Silliness.
those classic 80s 90s just cheeseball. It's in the vein of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer,
Right.
silly, and like, okay, wasn't expecting it to go that way, and it's just so out there that I'll take it, and
Yeah.
it's great. Definitely worth watching Santa. 'Cause basically, he paints Santa as a creeper, right?
There you go, yeah.
So, because he's watching you, man.
He's watching you.
And
That's
then
creepy.
He's got a little person who's in the video dressed up as an elf. And so the byline of it is, Santa Claus is watching you. And the little guy says, he's everywhere. He's everywhere. Oh, no. And so, and that's the theme. So Santa Claus is watching you. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. And so for a while, as a kid, then at any random point in any conversation throughout the year, you could just drop in a, he's everywhere. And then it would just fit perfectly. And then everybody started singing the song. So that's my number 2.
That's awesome.
Santa Claus is Watching You by Ray Stevens.
My number one.
Number 1 Christmas song.
Numero uno is and you made me think of another one. We're just honorable mentions here that you're not
Sure,
putting
let's
on.
do it.
But before I get to that one, but there's 2 Weird Al songs, Christmas at Ground Zero, and the best one is The Night Santa Went Crazy.
Oh, Weird Al.
That's great.
Thank you so much.
But anyway, so number 1 is classic song.
Really?
So
Possible
classic.
crossover?
So classic. It's a carol.
Oh.
So
Really? It's in a hymnal.
Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
I didn't even consider hymns. I didn't even think about it.
It's almost
how anti-Christian of me.
it's almost as if we could make I could make another top 10 list, because Angels We Have Heard on High,
Terrific song.
Joy to the World, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. I mean, honestly, there's some
Oh Holy Night.
Oh Holy Night, A Little Town of Bethlehem.
Yeah, lots
There's
of
some
stuff.
really good classic ones there
Carols.
that I like. But the number 1 is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I've loved that as
Tell
a
me why,
kid.
though.
I've loved it as a kid. I've just always loved it. It was my
Have you ever
favorite
been
thing to
caroling?
sing.
Did you go caroling?
The church goes to caroling
That's
still.
right. Have you done
so
that?
I haven't done it in a while since the kids have been born. But
Sure.
yeah, but it's so. But I would sing that. But I just love that song. It's just a joyous song, which it should be.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
But joyous song. But it's just so great, and I just have so many memories loving it, because I remember in the mornings when I was a kid, we used to do a little daily devotion with Dad in the morning, especially around Christmas when we were off for Christmas, because Dad would take about 10 minutes or 15 minutes to do a little, we'd read a passage, sing a few songs, and pray, and Dad would pray and end it. And but one of the songs I always wanted to get in, because we had a small little book of I don't know, it maybe had 10 songs on it. But I always wanted to sing. Dad would only sing like maybe 2, but I always wanted to Heart the Herald Angels Sing. No, I tried to get that one in.
Do you
as much.
know
Like,
why?
Can we do Heart the Herald? I just loved it.
Just
and
loved it.
I just love it. And it's just joyous and fun and sends me to a happy place. So
That's
it's fantastic.
great. That's great.
I just
Oh.
love it so much.
I
get
that.
instantly happy when I hear it. And when I hear the ding, 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 because we have a little whatever thing that plays a bunch of Christmas carols, but just a little digital musical
when you
tone.
hear the
But when I hear
intro-
that, I'm like, I start singing along.
How about that? Wow.
It just feels like classic Christmas.
So when Hark the Herald Angels, like when that happens, when you're hearing the angels singing,
I experience Christmas now.
there it is.
And for the past 46 years
Wow.
prior.
Wow.
It just
That's
sends me
really
back
cool.
to every
I
Christmas.
have never heard anybody else be so
That-
emphatically
Yeah.
about a hymn like that before. That's
Yeah.
terrific. Oh, I love
That is my flux capacitor to go back to the future for Christmas.
Is it run on plutonium and everything?
Boom. Yes.
Wow.
That's it runs on
Need
that
something with a
carol.
little more kick.
You pour that carol into the flux capacitor and I experience every Christmas I've ever
Hey,
had.
you want to
So
witness
there
the
you go.
birth of Christ? Toot, toot,
Boom.
toot, toot, toot.
Yeah. Away in a manger, there's another one. Okay, so go ahead. What's your numero uno?
My numero uno is, do you remember the television show Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world is
okay.
Carmen Sandiego?
I don't know where this is going.
That was sung by Rockapella, who made
Okay. got
who
it.
made a Christmas album.
Yes, they did.
Rockapella Christmas album.
I remember that. I remember that.
My number one favorite Christmas song is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah.
Sung by that deep bass. I always forget his
Yeah.
name, but from the Rockapella.
Well, my favorite one. Yeah. He had the big mouth, I remember.
Mean One. Like
Yeah.
he's way below.
Really good at enunciating his words and singing that low. I mean, just
terrific.
perfect.
Yes, terrific. That's my favorite version of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
I haven't heard that one in years.
Oh,
But yeah.
it's just absolutely delightful. So I first heard it when I was in Canada. My sister sent it to me on a cassette tape that she had made, or maybe a CD, but
Beautiful.
I think it was like the year 2000 or so, because
Beauty.
it was a preamble to, or it was on the soundtrack to our favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Oh.
Because that song is on the soundtrack, I believe, to
Was it?
the Grinch movie.
Wow, I
by
need to
Jim
listen to
Carrey.
the Grinch soundtrack there.
So, but You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch is I believe on the soundtrack, and if not, I might be making it up.
No, you may be right. I don't remember.
But
so,
either
wow.
way, it came out at the same time and was tied in that it was year 2000, right? Because we've figured out that we've watched The Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey 23 times now. Because we've watched
every
it
year,
every year since
every
it
year.
came out, and I think it was the year 2000. Is that right?
Yeah.
You'll tell me in a second.
No, I'm
So-
looking at the Grinch soundtrack, but go ahead.
Okay. So that's pretty much it. I loved Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, so I've always wanted to listen to that group sing anything, but they have this. It's the whole album is actually really, really good. Their whole Christmas album, because they go through a lot of the classics like Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and they go through lots of really good compositions of songs that I don't like. For the most part, but their version of it on that album, I would listen to it over and over again. They have just beautiful harmonies, and they those guys are so professional and great. I went to see Home Free, an a cappella group here locally in Shreveport. Have you ever heard of Home Free? They're really good. They're touring now. Like they go around nowadays. I think they're from Alabama or something like that, or a few of them from Alabama. And I got to meet them and go backstage because Beth is friends with them, or at least friends with a couple of guys that are there. So we saw them in Shreveport together, and then we went backstage, and they let us back to talk to the guys, and she could talk to her friend that she grew up with and stuff, went to high school with or something. And so I was talking to them about touring around, and I was telling them about Rockapella. We started getting there because they do a lot of the. It's all completely a cappella music, so the bass section and the percussion section, they've got the guy who does all the drums, etc. So that vein, and I mentioned Rockapella. I was like, "Oh yeah, we know those guys. We should have told them to come down here." And also, it's like, "Wait a minute,
Wait, you know these guys?
You're like friends with them?" It's like, "Oh yeah, we hang out with them all the time." It's like, "What?" It was really cool because it was, I don't know, I just didn't expect that all the a cappella dudes knew each other and hung out backstage and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, so. That's my number one, is basically the whole Rockapella album, Christmas album, but especially You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
Yeah.
cuddly as a cactus and charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's good stuff. So let us know in the comments. We want to know,
Please.
what are
did we
your
miss?
favorite Christmas songs?
What did we
Give us
miss?
your top 5.
Or I was thinking we could have the anti-Christmas top 5 list. If you hate Christmas songs, what are the 5 that make your skin crawl? Is it Mariah Carey? Is that the one that makes you just crazy? Do we need to do another episode next Saturday?
Morning?
I hear him. Shh, go to bed. Go to bed. Samoflange.